welcome to Air Rifle Pesting. Glad you can join me tonight. So where are the rats? Unfortunately, not too many at this location. I was able to only tag 5 this night. So here's one at 42 yards. And was looking for food behind these bushes. So I was guessing at the holdover, and I squeezed over a shot that I think hit the upper back of his body. It wasn't a vital shot, and I believe the Hades skin did, and it was in some discomfort. So I was looking to do a follow-up shot, and finally hit him through the bushes and hit him in the body. That was rat number 1. And I found his body on the other side. So here's another rat peeking out. But I hesitated and I missed my chance as it ran away. So I was waiting for this one to come out, and sure enough it did, and I tracked it and squeezed off a shot, tagged it before it ran away. As you can see, the 2 of them ran away in the background there. Unfortunately, this wasn't a vital shot, so I had to do a follow-up. I shot him in the back and it was done. That was rat number 2. I walked around and I saw a rabbit at about 29 yards. My gun was 0 at 30 yards and I was shooting off my tripod. So steady at my shot and squeeze off the Hades. I hit it somewhere around the face or the eye area. Unfortunately, it wasn't a brain shot, but they want to take a chance, so I did a follow-up shot to the heart and lung and quickly expired. I wish all my shots are clean, but sometimes I just miss. Anyway, at least I was able to get a second shot. Here's my spinner. I figured I'd just double check my 0 just to make sure my windage is correct and elevation as well. So it clearly hit the target, so it's all good. Later on, I saw a rat at the side of the barn here, just about 12 yards. So I did my proper holdover and tagged it in the head. As you can see, the movement is all due to muscle reflexes as it popped out. The Hades already destroyed its brain, so the movement, the helicopter tail, they call it, it's just spasm of the muscle. With 28 foot-pound of energy, these rats have no chance, as long as I do my part, of course. Here I spotted a tail in the hole. It was about 5 yards away, so I waited for it to turn around. And it was on the move, so luckily my shot found its mark, pinned him right there, probably a heart and lung shot. That was rat number 4. Here's one came out at about 38 yards away. I did a little bit too much holdover, and it shot high and missed. It startled it, and it made a mistake of staying put. So I quickly took a second shot, hit him in the body somewhere. Wasn't to the vitals, so you can see it was just moving around, and I tried to follow up and try to do a shot to the head, and I missed. So I chambered another Hades, tracked it to the right, and hit him in the body. So he ran away to the left hand side, and later I collected the body. So at the end of the night, I collected 5 rats and a rabbit, and I used them for bait for the coyotes. So here are the trail cam footages between February 10 and 19. So there were 2 coyotes spotted. This one I call the mangy. It was all mangy and it has a very skinny tail. This was one of the 3 coyotes that I've been tracking for the past year. Last year in December, I already shot the female. She was the dominant one of the pack. It was urinating, marking its territory. So like I said, I've been chasing these guys for 3 months now, since I last shot the female back in December. And this coyote was definitely from the same pack. He continued to pace around the field looking for food. Unfortunately, there wasn't any bait there as I didn't return. The same evening I came, at about 9:40, after I shot all the rats and rabbit and I left them out for the bait. You can see the footage is very foggy that night. Here I staked down the rabbit. Unfortunately, I did a stakeout, but no coyote showed up. 2 nights later, Manji came. She had a rat in his mouth. 10 minutes later, he showed up. Unfortunately, I wasn't there. Every time they showed up, I wasn't around. So you can see it took another rat there. Half an hour later, a different coyote showed up. This is what I call the bushy tail, and I think this is the younger coyote, also part of the pack, as I've seen this one before last year. Definitely belonged to the pack or family that I was hunting. Fortunately, all the baits were eaten by the Manji one, so this guy had none. They missed out all the food. Manji returned the next morning, that was February 13, at about 12 a.m. There's no bait left because I didn't came back and it already cleaned up. And also the rats population was low, so I wasn't able to get any rats anyway. So I need to continue to bait them to keep them coming back looking for food. So here's an image of the area in daylight. I don't know why the trail cam came on, but as you can see the big field in the back there, big open field, and that's where a lot of coyotes been heard howling in the middle of the night when I was there. It sounded like different pack of coyotes. Unfortunately, none of them came closer. Never spotted them anyway when I was there. So this is February 13 at about 10:16 p.m. The Manji one returned, and of course I wasn't there. So definitely very hard to get the timing right, going there and when they show up, or when I showed up, they don't show up. So 2 nights later at February 15, came back again. So the pattern that I find was, if they find food on the first night, they will return the second, the third, or even the fourth night in a row. So there are definitely lots of missed opportunity here. Like I said, timing was critical. 3 nights later, on February 18 at 1 a.m., it was a rainy night. As you can see, the Manji one was there looking for food. The weather's been crappy these days, so I haven't been back at the field. But I definitely will try my luck again when I get a chance. Hopefully I can get my chance at these next coyote. On February 19, I came by to do another stakeout. Unfortunately, after 5 hours, no coyote showed up. So very frustrating not to spot any coyote when I was around. I know they were there, but just have to get my timing right. So wish me luck.